Hello, Professor. This is Tao. Today I would like to present about the supply chain management at Nike Company. First of all, we take a look about Nike mission. They want to bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. If you have a body, you are an athlete. Nike is the largest seller of athletic footwear and apparel in the world. They sell products through retail accounts like Nike owned in-line factory, Nike retail store, Nike internet-based website, and mobile applications, and through a mix of independent and strong distributor, licensed sales representatives around the world. So they are the world's largest seller of footwear, sportwear, clothing, sport equipment supplier. Their headquarters is in Oregon, USA. They sponsor many high-profile athletes and sport teams around the world. Nike had an extremely long, strong supply chain relations. So now we would like to take a look at the supply issues of Nike. Part A, key product categories. Nike brand has developed 9 category products. Running, Nike baseball, the Jordan brand, football, men training, women training, action sports, sportwear, and golf. All we can classify it into two big groups, footwear category and apparel category. Nike also market for product design for kids and creational use. Part 2, the supply market and suppliers. The major producing companies for Nike is China, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Cambodia. Nike owns no manufacturing company, so they all outsourcing the manufacturing process to the third parties. So China is Nike's largest single self-sourcing company. So as you can see, there's manufacturing maps, and if I classify into two big groups, the footwear will be 146 footwear factories for 14 countries. And for the apparels will be 408 apparel factories and 39 countries. So this is the supplier market of Nike. Part 3, the supplier market and sourcing items. For the footwear, apparel products, and specialized performance. For the footwear, Nike as cushioning components is the most major items in the footwear of Nike. So this would be synthetic rubber, plastic compounds. China and Vietnam are their largest supplier of the cushionings. For the apparel products, that would be the natural and synthetic fabrics and threads. So let's take a look at the cages market. So I have put the strategic item, leverage item, and non-critical items according to the sourcing items of Nike. And the key raw materials. Nike independent contractor and suppliers buy raw material for manufacturing. So that will be cotton, polyester, leather, and rubber. The fourth is the supplier selection, evaluation, and development programs. So Nike conduct a regular factory audit for their contract factories, and they also use the independent mentoring. They use the lean manufacturing in their manufacturing strategies. Nike owns no factory for manufacturing of their apparels and footwear. And training, they use the sustainable manufacturing training. Nike set industry-leading standards for every contract factory to comply a set of requirements. So they set gold, silver, bronze, yellow, and red. Part 5, the key supply-related challenges and opportunities for Nike. The challenge is that Nike had to create a new palette of sustainable materials for their production. 2, they have to reduce water use in material vendors. And 3, they have to cut the carbon footprint of their product by 10% of 2020. The opportunities will be the biggest in the polyester, and Nike is leveraging the product material innovation pipeline to find better solution, and they have to find opportunity to collaborate with all the organizations and strategic partnership. Now let's take a look at the operation issues. The sales market and key customer. Nike have a distribution center all over the world. They sell product through retail accounts, direct consumer operation, distributor representatives around the world, and they also use the digital commercial websites in 45 countries. And they use the filtering ordering program for their retailers. For the market, they have the US market and the outside market. They classify into two big markets like this. So for the Nike Print and Converse in the United States, account for 46% of the total revenues. And for the outside, the International Brand Office located in Argentina, Australia, as well as Uruguay and Vietnam. The significant customer, no customer accounted for 10% of or more of Nike worldwide net revenue during fiscal year 2017. Part 2, evaluate the demand forecasting technique. So Nike introduced the Nike Supply Chain Project, which goes to implementing the enterprise resource planning, the ERP, as well as the customer relationship management CRM. So the historical supply chain issue is with the T2 software demand planning. The problem with this one is that they have the errors in committed customization, improper implementation, no sampling process, and experience of I2. And consequently, they are not able to capture the demands, reputation are destroyed, lost market share, and they have to sell their product in the discount price. So lately, Nike take the step, ERP takeover. So they implemented the SAP as along with its variant of R3 specially carved for the apparel and footwear industry. And the supply chain combined with their customer relation management CRM also. And the benefit is that the inventory level declining, quicker design and manufacturing, and increase in the cash flow. Part 3, evaluating the inventory management. So currently, they are benefit from the greater cash flow and reduce the storage cost and less spoilage and quick over due to the Nike inventory of our style shoes and clothing. And they are using the future ordering program in the future. So it's allow retailer to order 5 to 6 months in advance of their delivery and to be delivered within a set of period of time at a fixed price. So part 4, demand and inventory management challenge of Nike will be, so Nike business will be affected by seasonality, which could result in fluctuation in the operating result. Second, future orders may be an accurate indication for the future events. 4, if Nike is unable to participate consumer reference and develop new product, they may not be able to maintain or increase their revenues and profits. 5, Nike rely too much on technical innovation and high quality products. So if they fail to introduce the technical innovation in the products, they can experience the problem with the quality products. And the global economic condition can affect the demand of the customer. So to deal with these assignment, I realized the top 3 challenges that I have to overcome. First of all, to increase there is insufficient information about the manufacturing maps. Although the Nike company has already disclosed their manufacturing maps on the website, the link is inaccessible. 2, there's some challenge for most global supply chain firms can be found an appropriate solution. For example, regarding to the usage of young labor under 18 in supplier manufacturing parts. So most of Nike manufacturing is in China and they use a lot of laborers under 18 years old, and Nike hasn't found any problem and any issue, any solution for this one. So, and the 3 is that there's a limitation of information about supply chain system competitors, since Nike is one of the largest firms producing footwear and apparels. To deal with this problem, I have some suggested solution. First of all, I have to find out some manufacturing in some academic journals and link to the case of Nike. to see whether if there is any similarities to Nike. 2. I have to find more challenge which can be solved by using theories, for example, for other company in different industry. For example, for the case of young labor using, Nike can learn from the lesson of Apple. So Apple, they spend money for the children under 18 for their education if they work in the supplier chain of Apple. If the children refuse to go to school and they want to work, so that is their right. And Apple still have their responsibility on that. And 3, we have to try to apply all the demand and inventory management which have a similarity characteristic to that of Nike. So this is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention.